Speakers. Number 5. Induction. Hodges, isn't it? Yes, now come in, boy, come in. Right, now stand up straight, will you? An under-butler does not slouch. Slouching never played a part in my steady progression through the ranks of butling. Do you imagine, Hodges, there is such a creature as a round-shouldered head butler? Well, sir? No, sir, impossible, sir. On the contrary, an erect posture is all. It gives the promise of reliability, demonstrates strength with grace. Yes, that's better. Now, as you know, my name is Mr. Stoddard. Stoddard. I have been head butler here at Firthcombe Manor for 41 years in September, the 18th. Now, I am very set in my ways, Hodges, very set in my ways, and do you know why? Well, speak up. You don't know, sir. Well, I shall tell you, sir. I am set in my ways because my ways work. They create the right results, and those results are a happy lordship and ladyship and a clean, efficient household. And I expect you to be set in my ways, Hodges, too. I do not expect you to deviate from what I'm about to teach you, ever. Under any circumstances, because deviation from established routine spells disaster, Hodges. Spells ruin, Hodges. Now, let me look at you. A haircut is required, most definitely. See Mrs. Webb directly after my tour of the house. And do you call those shoes clean? Well, no, sir. Well, sir, nor do I, sir. Spit and polish, and then more spit and polish. Now, let me see your nails. And your ears. Oh dear me, no. Do you expect his lordship and her ladyship to have to suffer the sight of that unholy foulness every time you pass them their bowl of game soup? Good God, one could grow cabbages in there, cabbages! See that you attend to them, and before you see Mrs. Webb for your haircut, or she'll at them with boiling water and scouring powder, and I promise you shan't find that a pretty experience. Now then, I understand you were under-butler at Lord and Lady Watlington's before you came to us. Well, let me tell you, the head butler there, Mr. West, runs a sloppy ship. Oh, a very sloppy ship. Oh, we all know about his eggy forks and dusty chandeliers. And I shan't sully my tongue with mention of the soirees Lord and Lady Watlington are rumoured to indulge in. Disgusting. Crime against nature. Well, there is no such sloppiness of service or degradation of morals in my household. Do you hear, Hodges? Speak up. Yes, sir. Good, sir. Don't you forget it, sir. Did you ever serve at one of their outrages? No, sir. Well, I'm glad, sir. Something should never be seen. Very well. Follow me. I shan't expect to have to tell you what's what again. I expect close attention. There is much to learn. You are acquiring a venerable body of knowledge, Hodges. I must warn you that the last under-butler was quickly shown the door for his professional incompetence. Smiled at a viscount. Would you smile at a viscount, Hodges? No, sir. I should say not, sir. Now then, along here to the kitchen, the heart of the household, a very life pulse, and you shall see to it that you make it your sworn duty to keep that pulse strong and healthy. And everybody, this is Hodges, the new under-butler. Hodges, this is our esteemed cook, Mrs. Johnson, and scullery maids, Edna, Irene, Daisy, and Hilda. Hilda, I see you are weeping, as usual. Please desist. Now, Hodges, you must never forget that you are a link in the sacred chain that stretches from this place to the mouths of our betters, and I demand that chain to be strong and dependable at all times. Do you hear, Hodges? Yes, sir. Very well. Off we go. Oh, and incidentally, ladies, his lordship has instructed me to inform you that the bacon this morning was a tad political, so more care, please. Come along, Hodges. What? how on earth should I know? Is the preparation of bacon my affair? Do I ask you advice on buttling? I am communicating his lordship's complaint that he found this morning's bacon political, and you must act and ensure that the cause of that complaint is never repeated. Off we go. Mrs. Johnson, I have no more idea of how one makes bacon less political than you have of how to greet a member of minor royalty and remove his cloak and hat without him noticing. Now, please, about your business, ladies. Oh, and incidentally, her ladyship will be lunching with her sister today, so you will be good enough to prepare a pigeon. Hodges, follow me. Now then, on a slightly delicate note, Hodges, you should be aware that his lordship is prone to certain occasional eccentricities. It is, of course, a feature of the aristocratic character, and they are of their breed, quite removed from our ways of thinking and behaving. And also, I should point out that his lordship unfortunately suffered a quite severe concussion 3 years ago, when he received a glancing blow to the head from a falling gargoyle. He may occasionally give you instructions that appear a little unconventional, but you will obey those instructions to the letter. Do you understand, Hodges? Yes, sir. Now follow me, sir. Keep up, boy, keep up. Now, in this cupboard, the bathroom cleaning materials, the housemaids will inform you which products need replenishing in good time. You will note the requirement, and pay attention, Hodges, and enter it into the household cleaning materials requisition log, which you will obtain from me at 3 o'clock each Friday afternoon, except for Easter Friday, of course. Here's one of the housemaids now. Eve, this is our new under-butler, Hodges. Take that look off your face, Hodges. And Eve, be off. Hodges, and under-butler does not have that look on his face. And under-butler does not register anything other than the most solemn attentiveness. Do you understand, sir? Yes, sir. Now let me see your expression of solemn attentiveness. Yes. Well, up to the ground floor, and I shall take you to the library. Now, this is a room which is renowned throughout Europe as the greatest depository of learned works and valuable pottery and sculpture ever privately gathered into one place. And what is that noise? It's coming from the library. Quick, let's get there. Good. Yes, I can see that it is a bull with a cat strapped to its back, Hodges. And I can see that it's somewhat agitated, Hodges. No, out, boy, quickly. Yes, his lordship must be in one of his more playful moods today. And now, where are those useless housemaids? Never around. Beatrice, come here. Hurry, go. His lordship has left a bull in the library. Yes, a bull, with a cat strapped to its back. Yes, a cat. Fetch a couple of the stable boys and get them to unstrap the cat and return the bull to the bottom paddock. Tell them not to upset it any more than it seems to be. There are valuable artifacts in there that are as yet unbroken, and you will need a mop and bucket. The bull has become rather excited. And just don't stand there gawping. Got to get a move on. Let us continue, Hodges, to the dining room, I think. Jane, get a mop and bucket and join Beatrice in the library to clear up after the bull. Yes, the bull. Look sharp. And now, Hodges, the dining room. Now the dining room, yes. This will be the main stage upon which you will play your part. But the part you play will have no lines and no action, for the part you play is that of the Invisible Man. And therein will lie your life's pride and glory, Hodges. Think of it, the privilege of going about your work, being neither seen nor heard, totally unnoticed, a phantom. Yes, that is the art you should be learning here, Hodges, the art of being a ghost. The dining room. Take it in, Hodges. It is where your sword of buttling shall be forged. Follow me. Now, what is that infernal commotion? What, Fenwick? What in name of God are you doing hanging from up there? Keep still, boy. Hurry, Hodges. Keep still, we're coming. Stop struggling, will you? Hodges, get that leg. I'll get this one. And pull, and over he comes. Oh. Okay. There. Yeah, stop your snivelling now, Fenwick. It's all over, you're safe. Oh, now what on earth would... His lordship? What about his lordship? He said you were walking like a ranty-tanty wah-wah and must pay the price? I see. Well, take 10 minutes downstairs to compose yourself, Fenwick. Tell Mrs. Johnson to make you a strong cup of tea. Off you go. And Fenwick, would you please conceal the wet patch? And you might tell Beatrice to bring the mop to below where you were suspended after she's finished cleaning up after the bull. Yes, the bull. Fenwick, hurry along. Dear, this is really... Well, come then, Hodges, to the lounge. And I do not know what a ranty-tanty-wah-wah is, Hodges. Ranty-tanty-wah-wahs, whatever they may be, are his lordship's business. Do not concern yourself with ranty-tanty-wah-wahs. Now, the lounge. Now, here is where one will learn the small, yet still vital aspects of the butler's way. The trimming of cigars, the creaming of coffees, the handing of telephone receivers, and 1,000 other valuable skills. Now, as you can see, the room is somewhat less formal than the dining room. The paintings are more colourful, and you may notice a floral design upon the seat covers. Now, Hodges, do you think that a butler should relax his formality accordingly? Well, just roll your eyes. Yes. Your answer is yes. Gods, should I not just abandon all hope here, remove your under-butler's jacket and send you on the first train back to your unfortunate mother? No! No, sir, the answer is no! We maintain formality at all times. We must, if we are to be remembered to posterity as genuine, respect-worthy butlers, uphold our formality even at the very second of our demise. Should that be in a roaring conflagration, a biblical flood, or under the merciless steel wheels of a racing steam train? We are butlers, Hodges. Butlers, do you hear? You hear that bell, Hodges? A summons from his lordship in his study. Follow me, and you shall be presented. Quickly, now, I should perhaps warn you that, as I remarked earlier, his lordship, from what I can deduce, is in one of his livelier moods today. But no matter, that is good. A fine testing ground, a challenging place from which to begin your long journey toward the noble destination of butling superiority. Now listen to me very carefully, Hodges. You will take care to direct your eyes only at the stuffed walrus in his lordship's study. If he addresses you and a reply is called for, hop on your left leg with both hands on your right hip as you speak. Do not at any time, under any circumstances, utter the word clog. And, as today is Tuesday, his lordship will not be wearing any clothes. Now, here we are. That noise? Yes, sometimes his lordship takes to howling. He finds it stops his ankles itching. A gentle knock on the door, and in we... Your lordship rang. I beg your pardon, your lordship? The clouds are looking at your nipples. Well, then, permit me to close the curtains, your lordship. There. This is Hodges, our new under-butler, your lordship. I do not know, your lordship. Hodges, have you ever slapped a swan? He says he has not, your lordship. And how may I be of service, your lordship? You wish me to dance around like a girl, shouting out the word Haynes, also like a girl. Of course, if your lordship wishes. But perhaps your lordship would prefer a nice glass of... But of course, your lordship, whatever you say. Haynes! Haynes! Oh! That rather hurt, your lordship. Haynes! Yes, of course. Well, do as his lordship says, Hodges. Throw objects at me. Haynes! I don't know. That globe, perhaps. Haynes! Ow! Yes. Haynes! Haynes! Ow!